if you've been following my channel for the last few weeks, you've heard me mention 100 coin a few times, and it's for good reason. This has been the number one performing crypto in all of crypto. Look at this, 10,000% in the last few months. It's actually up more than that, but this is from the time that it was listed on CoinMarketCap. And despite it going up a bunch, this is not done. I've talked about how to tell when things are done, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit in here. This is just starting, right? If you're new to this channel, have you ever heard of this coin? If you're into crypto, have you ever heard of this coin? So, that's one of the ways that you can know that is really just getting going. I'm going to show you some other things as well. But here's the weird thing. Everything else in crypto has not been doing well, right? Like really nothing is up. Okay, like I'm just gonna search real quick so you guys can see. I'll be going back and forth from this. Solana was one of the darlings of the crypto industry. Look at this. This is end of 2022. This was 200 and something dollars. Now we're at $19. You have a lot of cryptos that have been like that. So you would think that with everything else being down, right, that here's an opportunity, for something, it's been going up, that the crypto world would be talking about this, right? So you Google 100 coin, and you see, okay, there's the coin market cap, there is the 100 coin website, there's a different 100 finance. You don't want to fool with them. They were exploited. And there's Coinbase chart, there's the Twitter. You definitely want to check that out. You see they do artwork and things like that, right? Funny videos and stuff. And that's pretty much it. In fact, CoinGecko, which is the second biggest, crypto site, I guess. I hate going to this site because look at this, man. This this is so janky. But for whatever reason, there's a lot of other websites that use this for the data. I guess that's what it's about. And so this is the number two site out there. And 100 coin, this is something else. 100 coin isn't even on there. Ironically, a lot of the stuff that's on here is scams, like this Tama Doge. This hasn't done anything. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to show you. Look, just right. So why would that be on here, but not 100? Okay. If you go to other crypto sites, this is pretty much how it works for all of them. They're going to hit you with, one of a few of these coins. Obviously, Bitcoin is going to be there. Ethereum is going to be there. Sometimes BNB is going to be there. Sometimes not, because they really don't like BNB. Now, that's another topic for another day. Ripple's going to be there. Maybe Cardano. Why you would have Tether? Tether doesn't go anywhere. I don't know why you would have it. But they're like every single crypto site, you're going to see some combination of these. And the crazy part about it, I'm going to take you back here. Really, none of those have done anything. Even something like Ethereum, which Ethereum introduced the technology that allows developers to, make their own coins. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency. Ethereum was like the software layer on top of cryptocurrency that allowed people to do smart contracts and things like that. It's very important But again, if you look at it, over the past couple years, it's dropped. If we go back 2 years to the day, Ethereum was $3,800, and now it's $1,600. And this is the second most important blockchain. Some would argue the first, right? And you're wondering why people are not interested in crypto. It's because you're bombarding them with Ethereum, with Ripple, with other things, and they literally haven't done anything, right? So again, you would think, okay, well, I like Ethereum, but it really hasn't done anything. And Bitcoin has been up and down, but it's certainly done better than Ethereum. There's a reason for that. Won't cover that in this video. This thing right here, don't really know what it is, but I mean, man, this is looking good. Maybe we should talk about this. And it does not happen. They talk about everything else. They talk about Shiba. They talk about Doge. They talk about Pepe, right? And it's really like interesting and a little bit disheartening. It's like, okay, like, is there some type of conspiracy? Like, what's going on? Nobody's talking about this. First of all, I believe there is some type of conspiracy, but we're not going to talk about that. That's not this kind of channel. I'm just letting you know that in these coins, it's not people coins. It's like venture capitalist coins. A lot of big companies that are controlling a lot of these, and they of course control the media and so on and so forth. That's not true for all of them, but I am saying that for a number of them, that's how it is. So if you're in 100 or you're thinking about getting into 100, is this discouraging? No. Let me show you why it's not. Okay, this is Google Trends. Okay, and I put in the search term for Bitcoin. Okay, and basically this is like the pulse of an idea, the pulse of a product. If you want to see if people are talking about it and things like that, this is what you do. So obviously, back in 2009, there's like nothing. Okay, we're already in 2011. Look at this. Nothing. Bitcoin has already gone up tremendously by this time. Probably 100 or 1,000x or maybe even more. Right? 2012. Look at this. Less than one. How do you how do you have less than one interest in a subject? We don't get a little spike until April 2013 is the first one. Okay. And then I already know what this is about to be. November 2013, we're at a 10. Okay. That's where I got in. November 2013. So and here I am. I was thinking that I was late. I was thinking that I was late here. All right. And after that, again, the interest went back down. This is 5 years, 6 years later. And then look at what happened. Boom. Okay. 100. Interestingly enough, 100 December 2017. All right. So now let's see, is there some type of correlation between the interest in something or how much something is searched and the price? That would be cool if we could find that out, right? All right, let's check it out. Well, what do you know? This looks almost identical to the Google Trends chart. Look at that. Here we go. October, November, December 2017. 10,978 something. And then it went up a little bit more because, obviously that interest is going to, persist for a little while. And the price went up to 16,000. The price actually went up higher than that. I remember that it went up to 19,000. Okay, so let's go back and look at this chart. Ain't that crazy? All the time here, there's nothing, 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 right? And then all of a sudden, boom, and look how that corresponds to the price. Interestingly enough, that wasn't the all-time high, right? There's two lessons in this, okay? I'm sure people who bought here thought they were buying too late, and look at what happened after that, okay? But the people who were buying here, look at this. The people who were buying here when nobody was talking about it, when there were no articles, no nothing, they became millionaires. It didn't matter how much, $5 worth of Bitcoin. What is that? From $5 to, even if you got out here at 16,000, what is that? Like, let me see, $5 to 500 is 100x, 1,000x. That's 3,000x. 3,000x if you just held and did nothing and waited for everybody else to catch up to what you already knew. So literally, $1,000 is 300,000. $3,000 is 900,000. $5,000 is over $1 million. And what did you have to do? You just had to wait for everybody else to catch up to what you already knew. Okay. Now watch this. Obviously, I could put 100 in here. You know nothing is gonna show up. I think the most searched term for 100 is related to cricket, which I don't know anything about. Cricket. It has nothing to do with the cryptocurrency. But what I wanted to show you is look how long it took, and I'm sure there were a whole lot of people who jumped off the bandwagon. Oh, nobody's picking this up. Oh, nobody's talking about this. So on and so forth. And they missed the boat. Okay, so some of you are in hundreds. Some of you have been waiting because you're wanting to see what everybody else is going to do. You want to see popularity. You want to see YouTubers covering. You want to see all those things, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you do things the natural way, it can take this long. Now, there weren't as many tools back here. Social media wasn't that big of a thing. And so it's easier for an idea to catch on now. But this is still a good lesson. Let me share with you really quickly what the average investor wants. Okay? What the average investor wants is so funny to me. Like, people take all day to come into crypto. They take years to come into crypto. They hem and haw, they jump up and down, I don't want to do that. But yet, when they come in, even though their stocks don't work like that, even though real estate doesn't work like that, nothing else works like that, they come in and they expect to make $1 million in a couple weeks. Right? So this is what the average investor wants. Look at this. This is Solana, right? There's nothing, 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 nothing. And then all of a sudden, boom, it comes out at 100. It comes out at 100. How many people you think got into this? A whole bunch. I'm sure this was dominating the news, dominating YouTube. I'm sure social media, all that. Like, in order for this to be at 100, I'm sure everybody was talking about this. But look at what happened shortly after that. Here's all the hype in the world, and then here's the deflating bubble coming back down to reality, to where we are now. Okay, now let me ask you something. The interest dropped from 100 to 18. That's over 80%. What do you think the chart looks like? Do you think the chart matches the interest? Well, let's see. Look at that. Look at that. Do you see this? It's almost identical. Look at that. Boom, boom. It's almost identical. Boom, boom to the Google Trends chart. Okay. So again, those who were, lucky enough back here to know about it, they got in and made a bunch of money. Here's the thing: Solana was not open source, and Solana wasn't a thing that the average person could get into. It was something that was controlled by people like Sam Bankman-Fried and his friends, and they allowed them to get in. And then when this came out, it went straight to the exchanges and straight to Binance and all of that. They made 100x, 200x, right? Very quickly, and then was able to cash out, and now they're out of there. But this is what the average investor wants. This is how they think crypto works, and they want to try to get in here. But you got to understand, it's not designed for you to get in here. It's designed for you to not know about it, right? It's designed for that. It's designed for you to hear about it here and for you to lose your money. I'm going to show you something else really quickly. I'm going to show you something else. Here's what was probably the most popular, crypto this year. And look, same thing. Same thing. Now, I wasn't out here, to be fair, with same thing, but it came out. By the time the public knew about it, it was already at 100. By the time you heard about it, it was already done. Let's check the chart. What you think it's gonna look like? What you think it's gonna look like, bro? Let's see. I haven't looked at Pepe in a minute. All right, let's see what it's gonna look like. Look at there. Ain't that crazy? It looks. Look. Boop. Boop. Right? And so this is where you heard about it. Right? So you bought here as soon as it came on the exchanges. Well, and now if you're still in it, which you shouldn't be, you should sell immediately because this is going to keep dropping. Trust me. You're losing right now. Now you're frustrated. Right? Now you're ready to get out of crypto on it. So I am telling you, this is a jewel. This is an opportunity because, again, this has already done well, is proven itself, but yet this isn't even registering anywhere. It's not even on this janky site, CoinGecko. It's not, right? You don't have a lot of YouTubers talking about that. You basically have the project itself doing a couple of videos, and then here's a couple of videos that I've done on, and maybe there's, one or two people that have done videos. You see here, Win7. Okay, right? But, that's pretty much it. It's not like, when you're searching, let's see, you're searching for Pepe, and let's just look at how many videos. Look at this. Look at this. How many videos are gonna come up? Look. And everybody's talking about this and so on and so. Even Coin Bureau, they got Coin Bureau to talk about this. Are you serious? Right? But when they told you about it, it was over. Right? It was over. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like watching these guys, waiting for the popularity. Like, some of these guys are not bad guys. A lot of them are. Like, you should just stay completely away from this guy, just keeping it real. But, it's some of them mean well, some of them are in on the scam or whatever. But if you wait for the popularity, if you wait for it, you're going to miss it. If you wait for this, you're going to miss it. You want to be in, right? Some kind of way, call it a blessing. You want to be in here. You want to be in here. Hey, and you want to do your research. You want to make sure it's legit. If it's crap, it doesn't matter if it's early. Crap stays crap. It don't matter how early you show up for the crap, it's going to stay crap, right? You know what I'm saying? But if you reading a Bitcoin white paper, you're going to look, okay, no, there's something to this. It has the potential to do something. If you understand crypto, you understand that people trade all the time unnecessarily. They lose money, so on and so forth. And so here's the first crypto ever. The first one where when you buy it, you have to wait to sell it. You have to wait 100 hours. Then you can understand why the graph is moving like this. And even when people have sold foolishly, it just goes back up. That's something. Now, does there need to be other stuff, other things developed and so on? Sure. That's where you have to do your own research and, look at their Twitter, join the groups, different things, find out what's going on, right? To see, the legs that it had. But nobody knows about this right now. So that's why you can't get caught up in the 10,000%. It started so low, it had no choice but to go up to 10,000%. But just to get to the levels of these things that the Pepes and the things like that, again, I'm going to show you really quickly. 4.8 market cap. 4.8 million, market cap, right? Pepe has been dropping. Yes, it's been dropping. It's going to continue to drop. This has dropped let me just show you. This has dropped over 70% since May. Okay? But look at the current value. The current value is 330 million. That's the current fully diluted value. And the current fully diluted 100 value is, if I can get this, 4.8 million. So in order for it to get to the failure rate, the failure level of Pepe is falling. In order to get to that level, it has to go up 100x basically from where we are right now. So what does that mean? That means whatever you put in, 100x that. 5,000 becomes 500,000. 10,000 becomes a million. 20,000 becomes 2 million. Because by that time, it will be more popular. It'll be on exchanges. It'll be easier to buy. Like 100 would be a lot higher now if it was easier to buy. I think it's pretty easy to buy, but I've been in crypto. I know how to use a decentralized exchange. Your auntie, your mom, your dad, your sister, brother, they may not know what a decentralized exchange is. So sometimes people need a little bit more help. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, they have questions. And that's why I'm doing these videos. That's why I have a how to buy 100 video. Others have it as well, whatever. These are the kind of things that you do when something is new. When by the time it 100x's from here, there's going to be so many YouTube videos. These same guys who are not talking about 100 right now, they'll be talking about it because it'll be, the only game in town at that point. How long is that going to take? I don't know. But I just wanted to show you, why you should be grateful for the opportunity that you have to get in right now when absolutely nobody is talking about this. It's your boy BSG. I'm going to holler at you in the next video.